Oh, you know what we could have? A tarantula. Can we get one?
No. Hi, I'm Hannah and I'm the world's okayest mom. Now for the past few days, we've been dog sitting my coworker Kelsey's dog, and he's adorable. He's so cute and the kids are just in love with him, which has made me realize that we don't have a family pet. We've lived in rentals for so long that don't allow pets, but now we're in a house and we can finally have one. So I've decided to take the plunge and we're gonna do it. Now I've seen you guys comment on previous videos that you'd like me to let the kids pick our family pet. I figure why not? Let's try it. Fingers crossed that it's not a snake. I can't deal with any reptiles, but we'll see what the kids say. Wish me luck. First, we need some ground rules for this. Rule number 1, nothing illegal. Hedgehogs are cute, but they're not legal in California, and I'm not ready to go to jail on behalf of my children wanting a particular pet. Second, nothing dangerous. I don't know how to care for certain animals, giant boa constrictors, pet scorpions, not willing to risk my life for that. Third rule is we need to stay within a budget. I feel like such a broken record. I'm always like, budget, budget, keep within the budget. But seriously, we don't need like a $1,200 exotic cat. And last, the pet has to be realistic. So getting a pet that our house can't accommodate or that I can't properly care for, because let's be real, my kids are 6 and 3. They can say it's their pet, but who's gonna be doing all the work? So I'm sorry if you clicked this thinking, oh, Hannah's gonna get a Komodo dragon or a python. I love you guys, but not that much. If you could pick any pet in the world, what would you pick?
It will be a shark.
A shark?
A humongous shark.
Where are we gonna keep it?
We're gonna keep it in our pool.
Oh my gosh. I could see that coming from a mile away. And from there, I realized that the best way to present this to the kids is to show them all the viable options. So we did a little research.
Dog.
Cat.
Rabbit.
Guinea pig.
Guinea pig.
Ferret, but those are illegal, I think. And here's the thing, you're both very allergic to cats.
They're so cute. They're so cute.
Cats are so cute?
Yeah. So
I know,
cute.
but you're so allergic. You guys were like breaking out in hives and stuff.
I love cats.
So we spent a long time whittling the list of animals down, and we finally got to a place where both boys decided that they wanted to start by looking at dogs. We are on our way to just go take a look at one of the animal shelters near our house just to see what we're working with. Are you guys excited?
I
am. Someone's excited. So we walk into the pound, and the first thing we see is this little white dog on a volunteer's lap sitting right up front. My kids just beeline towards this dog. I know my kids, and I know how kids' minds work, and it's the first thing they see, they're like, yes, I want that. So we decided to do our due diligence. We perused the entire shelter, kept going back to this white dog, checking on her. She looked so sad. There was just something about her face. The way that she got to the shelter was she had escaped from probably the backyard of her owner's house, and the shelter found her owners, and they came and she saw them and she was so excited thinking she's going home, and her owners decided to leave her there. Pro tip, don't walk into a dog pound unless you are fully prepared to take dog home with you. I'll just put that out there because we have a dog. So when I told my family we were coming home with a dog, they were literally at our house waiting for us to pull in when we got home.
Oh my gosh.
What are you gonna name her?
This is Rosie. Rosie girl, or as I like to call her, Rosie. Because you're so fancy, you are.
Can I hold her?
Yeah.
Do you love her, Jackson? Yeah. Oh, she's so cute. No.
So the rest of this video, I will be perfectly content to be like this. Yes, you can sit up here. You're not a secret anymore. So after a couple days, we were a little more settled in. You know, the honeymoon phase of just bringing a dog home wore off, and we had some work that we had to do. Something we noticed when we were playing with her in the shelter was, I can't think of a nicer way to put this, but she kind of smelled like a dead body. When they gave her the exam at the pound before they released her to us, they told us she needed a teeth cleaning. We are headed to her first vet checkup. Are you ready? Yeah. Probably not. When I took her in for the checkup at the vet, I was expecting to schedule her to be spayed and have her teeth cleaned at a later date. But upon examining her, the vet realized that she was in a lot worse shape than we thought. Okay, so the vet found that her teeth have been severely neglected. So the vet said that her tooth decay is absolutely atrocious, and she might need to get some extracted because her teeth clearly were never cleaned. And she said that she probably is in a lot of pain. But then the vet also found flea bites all over her and a ton of scratch marks all over her, old and new, from scratching at the same spot over and over because she'd obviously had untreated fleas for so long. That just makes me feel so horrible. I'm glad that we're getting it taken care of. I hope she feels so much better after this. In my opinion, this is worth every penny, and this is exactly what we have to do for her. She is a member of our family, and this is what we have to do. So I'm sad. I feel really sorry for her. Okay, we are back in the car from the vet, and sorry, I can't even think right now. She lost 22 teeth. She had to get 22 teeth extracted because they were in such bad shape. Her entire upper jaw has no teeth left. And I know that it's gonna make her feel better, and her quality of life is going to improve so much. But that wasn't necessary, that could have been prevented so easily. And I feel so bad for her because they said she's gonna be in a lot of pain and it's gonna be an adjustment for her. And I wish we would have found her sooner. So she's laying down here. She's bleeding out of her nose and out of her mouth. And she's currently on a lot of pain meds, and they gave me a bunch of pain meds so she would stay comfortable for the next 5 days. But I was not expecting that much. I'm just so sad. Well, we're home. I'm just gonna let Rosie relax in her bed. I had to put the cone on her because I was worried that she was gonna start licking her stitches from being spayed. So I feel badly that that's around there, and she's probably so uncomfortable. But we're gonna have to work really hard with the boys to be gentle with her right now because I don't want her to associate them with pain or fear. She had to get some surgery.
How could she eat?
We're gonna have to let it heal, and she's gonna have some soft food for a couple weeks. Rosie is still very much on medication right now. She's very loopy and confused. She doesn't quite know where she is. Definitely not afraid of the kids hurting her, which is nice.
She just growls at us sometimes.
She growled at them yesterday because she was not feeling great, and I think she didn't want to be touched. So the next 2 weeks, Rosie was in full-blown recovery mode. For me, it was like having a newborn again. Twice a day antibiotics, pain medicine every day. She hated that cone, and I wasn't gonna make her wear that at night. It didn't seem fair. So I stayed up and I checked her all night long to make sure she wasn't getting up to lick her stitches. It was a lot. I'm talking about you being a good dog. So after 2 weeks of recovery, Rosie was all better. What that surgery did for her is indescribable. She was coming out of her shell and feeling so much more comfortable. So we decided to take her to get groomed for the first time. Rosie, are you excited to get groomed? You excited to get groomed so we can see your eyes? Yes. While Rosie is a family pet and she was kind of both kids' decision, she was predominantly Jackson's choice. Jackson definitely had a stronger opinion on whether or not he wanted her. So I wanted to give Wyatt a chance to have something for himself too. If you could pick any pet, do you want to go look around and see what there is?
Yeah.
Check it out?
Yeah.
Okay. It was going back and forth to every animal, looking at all of them again. He would say that he wanted whatever animal was in front of his face at the time. I want a gecko. No, I want a guinea pig. No, I want a snake. So after going through the store multiple times, I think Wyatt kind of realized what he was looking for because he's a kid who's very independent. So he ended up picking a pet that's just like him. It's official. So I let Wyatt name the fish, and to be honest, I have no idea where the name came from, but I think maybe it has something to do with the fact that he ate waffles that morning. So I want to extend a warm welcome to the family to our second pet, Syrup Pie Person. Wyatt, are you so happy?
I'm so happy.
So when we first decided to let our kids choose a pet, I was really nervous and I definitely expected the worst and kind of braced myself for a disaster. But here we are now and life with our two pets is amazing. My kids are capable of making good, practical, responsible choices. These pets have also taught all of us a lot about responsibility and not just the day-to-day duties of having a pet, but the long-term commitment that you make when you decide to get a pet. It taught us all what can happen if you don't take that responsibility and you don't care for your dog and give them exactly what they need. If you're not ready for the responsibility of a pet, and I mean the full scope of it, don't do it because it breaks my heart that Rosie had to go through what she went through for all those years. And it never needed to happen. So that's all I got for today. I'm Hannah, and if you have a pet, shout them out in the comments. Let's all be pet parent friends. Or you can always text me. This is a real number, and I don't always answer all of them because I get a lot, but I do read every single one. Now, if you'll excuse us, Rosie has some business to do, and you guys don't need to see this. Till next time. Like a person. Rosie, you sit like a human. You look like a little kid.